You don't really want it, you're just scared to leave, and I understand. Hi, I'm Visimi, and welcome to this channel where I share my experience and journey of self-evolution, healing, and becoming the best version of myself. And today I want to talk about dealing with the thoughts and the ideation of wanting to end it. Speaking as someone who has struggled with this for so many years, up until very recently, I struggled with it a lot, even this year 2025. I saw something very recently. It said, "You are just scared to leave." It was talking about being frequently suicidal, and I'm like, this is true. Like, all through the years and the period I was really struggling with the thought of it, I never really saw it in that light, that the reason why I constantly thought about it and idealized it was because I was actually scared to leave. Because the point I was at my life then, I believed that I deserved to heal and to move past it, but I couldn't see a way past where I was. Even I couldn't see this point from where I was. And I just sat with that particular thought, and it just came to me that that is really, really true about my life. Most of my life, whenever I thought about ending it, whenever I thought about not wanting to deal with the gift of life anymore, it was always because I know that where I was terrible. I didn't want to be there and I want to move forward. But most of the times, it was because moving forward was too hard, was too scary, especially when I was surrounded with people that don't seem to make sense of what I was going through. Nobody was understanding me, knowing that I'm supposed to actually take this step. But taking this step, first of all, is so scary because no one around me supports me. No one around me thinks it makes sense. No one around me even wants me to take that step, especially having lived with this idea that I cannot be trustworthy, like I can't trust myself and I have to always listen to what I'm told. And what everyone is telling me is opposite of what I know I need to do to get over that experience. And then it kept me in that space for like a long time. I was just stuck there, not because I didn't know what to do, but the thought of moving from where I was to where I want to be, or where I even needed to be, was so scary. And I get it, because life can be very hard. Like, life can be very unbearable. Blessings to all the people that couldn't survive it, all the people that could not get past it. I wish their souls eternal rest, and I understand them. But having thoughts like that doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean that you don't know how to handle life. First of all, we are all built differently. I don't want to say it's completely okay that you're thinking that way or you think that way. I want to say it doesn't make you a bad person for thinking that way. Thinking that way doesn't make you lazy. But the truth is, it's not that you don't want to stay. I'm pretty sure you want to stay. I'm pretty sure you have dreams. I'm pretty sure you have a beautiful life that you're desiring, that you've imagined. You're just scared. Like, literally, that is the truth behind it. It's the fear of facing the pain that comes with getting past it, the pain that comes with moving through it, the pain of the transformation from the point you're in. Anything can be causing you to think that way. You can be dealing with anything. Like, I'm not even going to try to weigh the kinds of difficulties or the kinds of inconveniences that can make anyone think that way. Anyone can actually think that way. It's even wrong to downplay people, or downplay people's emotions, or how they handle life, or how life feels for them. It is very wrong. So I would not even be doing that. But I'll tell you, the truth is not that you don't want to stay. I'm pretty sure you want to stay. I'm pretty sure you have dreams. In fact, you have medicine inside of you that the world needs. When I was going through this, I usually ate when people would tell me that the people that have this kind of experiences are mostly the people that have something precious for the world, something precious that the world needs. It used to irritate me, because I'm like, what do you mean? Why would I have a gift and then I'll be in a place where it looks like this gift might never be useful? It might even never see the light of the day, because I was in a very dark place. So it didn't make sense. So motivational quotes did not make any sense to me. But now I think I'm understanding why people say things like that. I promise you that you have something precious. And as much as you might not want to hear this, the fact that you are in the situation you're in, or circumstances of life that are making you think that this escape is easier, I wouldn't say it's easier, and I wouldn't say it's not. But because I need you here, we want you here, I would say it's not easier. I'm not asking you to live a sacrificial life. I'm just letting you know that you have a medicine that is for your good first, even before the world benefits from it. It's for you first. But you have something that is really important, and I do not want to see you leave. For so long in my life, if I had someone tell me this, if I had someone give me the perspective then that it's not that I want to really go, I'm just scared. Because the process that actually leads to the transformation that I really, really long for is almost as bad as a gruesome itself. Because for me, I was then, if you told me that I would survive and be here, I would argue. And you know, the funny thing is, even when I started to pick up the courage and say I want to actually go through it, face the pain, there were times at intervals that it would come to me. Whenever I just receive like an epiphany that I have to do something, or there is something I would have to cultivate at this point in my life, the thought of doing that thing scares me so much that I just go straight to default. I just idealize it again. I just think about it again, that this is the next thing to do. The escape is better. Just this year, I can say I've thought about it more than half of this year. Sometimes multiple times a day, and sometimes maybe I don't think about it in a month, but I thought about it a lot. Why? Because this past year has just been about me making difficult decisions in my life, and it just feels life-threatening. It's for my good, like it's for my healing, it's for my evolution, but the thought of doing it, especially when it looks like I have been stripped of all my own power and autonomy right from early in my life, then getting to a point where the real thing that heals me is actually taking autonomy for my life. It felt like too much. Like, how do I want to do it? How do I want to go through life without someone telling me what to do, without me waiting for someone to tell me what to do, or deciding that I want to go through with what I know I should go through it, even if everyone around me is disagreeing and everyone around me is against it? How do I want to do it? So the thought of that will always shift me to, let's do it. At some point, it felt like a game because it was so easy for me. So I understand it. But I'll tell you again, you don't want to go. I know you want to stay. You're just scared. And so I'll just share a few tips that helped me and that has been helping me through my journey. I mean, I can boldly say that for the last I can really say like for the last 2-3 weeks, there's been this dramatic shift in my life because there's some practices that I've embodied and have helped me transcend to an extent. I'm not saying I'm perfectly okay right now, but I'm evolving and it's been beautiful. And for some beautiful reason, I can see that I have more courage and more determination to now face whatever is remaining for me to face, to get to a point where I can fully stand and say it's a journey, but I know that I've gotten to the peak of the journey. So I'm just going to share a few of them. And one of the first things I had to learn is to surrender to the resistance. The resistance of not wanting to face the pain, not wanting to face the difficulty. I promise you, it can be hard. I know. I cannot even compare mine to anybody's own. I know how hard it can be to face the music because I don't even know what your own pain is. I don't know what the difficulty seems like for you. You could be having to deal with people being against you and you're standing and walking alone. It could be having to let go of something that you've held on to for so long. It could be anything, and I will not downplay any of those things. But the truth is, you have to surrender to that resistance. The resistance of not wanting to feel the inconvenience that comes with your evolving. Because if you're going to evolve, you are transcending a state where you are used to being, but it's no longer serving you. So where you're transcending to, you don't really know the place. So there's bound to be a little bit of inconvenience until the version of you that is going to be comfortable there is evolved into. Like, until that fully happens, it will be uncomfortable. And the discomfort can be at any degree. It can be 90-degree much pain, it can be 20-degree, it can be anything. But one of the first things I had to learn is to surrender. It helped me. And there's nothing dramatic. You don't have to be dramatic about it. It's just an intention. Just surrender to it and you will see how life will support you. You will see life support you. You will feel the universe support you. You will feel your higher self support you once you surrender to it. Because most of the time, that pain is the block between you and the transformation, that pain you're running from. But you'll be surprised to see that once you release and surrender to the resistance, the pain might not even be as much as you idealized that it would be. Another one is intentional breathing, like taking time to pause and catch your breath. For someone who idolizes and thinks about ending it so often, as someone who has survived it, who has dealt with it, I can say that one of the things that we struggle with is breathing, intentional breathing, especially when you are in the process of thinking about it and just imagining it, more like maladaptive daydreaming, but this one is a negative one because you are imagining how it's going to happen, even imagining what happens after you do it. One thing that would help is pausing and intentionally breathing. This can be at any point in time in the day. It doesn't have to be a dramatic thing. It doesn't have to be like a whole ritual. It can be just you walking on the street. Maybe you're running errands, or you're on your way to work, or you're on your way to do something, and then you feel like something starting to arise from within you. You just pause. Even if you're standing, it doesn't take 1-2 minutes. Just pause and you breathe in. Deep belly breath, like allow it expand in your tummy and you breathe out. It might seem like nothing at the beginning because, or if you're not used to it, it will seem fake, it will seem impossible actually. But with time, you will see that your resilience will increase. Your resilience to deal with life, to handle whatever comes your way, would increase. I can say it because it worked for me. However, there are other things that work for different people. But this is just me sharing some things that worked for me and I believe can work for you. But you can explore other things that can work for you. Things that are not vices. I hope you don't go for vices, but wellness practices that can really work for you. So just deep breath. It can be any time in the day. It can be when you wake up in the morning. If you're someone who's like dealing with constant anxious thoughts like anxiety ravaging your mind, you can do it when you wake up in the morning. Deep breath, like very quiet and deep breath. As slow as you can be. And it doesn't even matter, even if you're starting and you feel like you're too fast, it doesn't matter. Don't judge yourself. With time, you begin to intentionally slow it down. And if you're someone who is not awkward about silence, meditation will also help you too. And meditation doesn't have to be grand. It can just be you quieting your mind without focusing on anything. It's actually possible, but for someone that is not used to meditation, I would say you can start with just closing your eyes and thinking about one thing. You can pick a positive thought or a positive outcome that you desire and just focus on it. Meditation is basically you just making your mind and body still so that you can actually be able to hear your soul, because your soul is speaking. Your soul wants you to listen. Your soul even has the answers for whatever thing you're dealing with. If only you could just be quiet enough to hear it. So the second one, intentional breathing, you can try meditation or simply just breath work. Breath work is just simply breathing. And then the third one is taking life one day at a time and being present with yourself. Yes, you desire a lot, but right now you're struggling with something and you're trying to get past it. The best way to do it is to first detach from the outcome of what you really want. Not because it won't come to pass, but just so that you can be able to move past where you are. You need to be present to be able to move. You cannot progress in something you're not present in. Like, oh, you're currently in, let's take university for an example. You're in year 2. You are idealizing graduation, you want graduation, but you're not present in class, you're not really focusing on your studies, not focusing on your examination, your test and whatnot. It would be hard for you to make the progress that you want. Rather, you might just be stuck or you might keep regressing. So one thing that you want to do is, okay, I desire this someday, but right now, let me focus here on the present and take one day at a time. Oh, read one chapter today, do the exam tomorrow, and one at a time. Just one at a time, but still trusting that your dream is possible and it would actually happen. If you're focused on the present, it would be easier for you to get through it than when you're trying to hold so tightly onto the future that you desire, but you want to just transcend this present by all means. So that is the third one, being present in your life, being present in your own body, feeling your breath, feeling the sensations on your body, feeling the breath from your nostrils, feeling taste in your tongue, and just being present in your body, trusting that your dreams are real, they are valid, and they are going to come to pass. I really hope this helps, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I would love to know what parts of this resonated with you. I would love to know what stage in your life you are. I am interested in meeting you, so let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like this video if anything resonated. You can even share with friends that you know might need this, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.